barring like maybe 1 or 2 characters, and people will prove me wrong on top of that.
Okay, by all means, you hear him first here.
I think almost every character is viable in this game to be played in tournament.
I can agree.
And you see people like M Dash, their team is definitely unconventional.
True.
We see people like Xiaohai, who plays a very top tier team, probably the toppest tier team if you really think about it.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yeah. And then you see people like Reynolds, who just plays whoever he wants, whenever he wants. But we're going to get up next here.
Okay. All right, so we got I'm going to say I'm just going to say, OEP14 KOF. Like, if there's a special way to say that name, I don't know it. But nonetheless, got OEP14 KOF going up against BZERK. Japan versus USA. Again, and this is one of those tale as old as time is, man. Again, like just so many countries get involved with this game. But at the same time, there are such intense rivalries between certain pairings. And this is another one.
Yeah, a lot of the times we see when we talk about games like Guilty Gear, it's mainly a U.S. and Japanese scene. So we see we talk about a lot of the U.S. versus Japanese. When it comes to games like Tekken, we talk a lot about Korea. But in this game, we talk about every country. I don't think we've had one mirror country like US or Japan versus Japan in this pool yet. On top of which, maybe one. I think maybe the JDR and I forgot who he played right now. But I think that was the only. But most of the time, it's been an international affair. It's been one country versus the next, and whoever takes that top spot at the end of today, they're gonna be that country is gonna be the country that's bragging.
Yes, sir, man. Again, that is full-on bragging rights right now. Okay, so Legacy Controller on the deck. Just gonna get everything sorted out for that. And bada bing, bada boom, we're gonna get in. So again, you got 1-4 KOF going up against BZERK. All right, so again, here it is. Are we not reading?
Dead stick.
Are we logged in? What's happening? What's the situation?
We're just trying to work this out. Please stay tuned with us while we're figuring this out. It is really nice that we get the legacy. It makes it so that a lot more people can play. Not everybody can afford a stick immediately as soon as the games come out. But it feels like more than ever, we've really found solutions for that. Back in the day when we went from PS2 to PS3. I say back in the day, but that's back in the day for a lot of people listening to this right now. You got a new stick. You had to. But these new avenues that we've gotten in terms of hardware, it's magical, it feels like.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we're finding ways to, again, keep people in the game. That's the important thing right now, is you want everybody playing. So, again, sometimes the budget's not always going to be there, so you got to carry that stick around. I know a guy who, again, he's got an old school, I'm talking straight up old school, and it's built like the old SF2 cabinet, the whole 6 buttons
and everything. The old Moss stick?
Exactly. He's got one of those, and every chance he gets, whenever something big comes out, he will go out of his way to get that modded so he can keep playing.
I respect that, because those Moss sticks, they're hard to come by nowadays.
Into that.
And you carry a brick of history with you when you take that around.
Amen, brother.
Yeah. And I think it's just like amazing that you can do something like that. You can carry a Moss stick and go play Street Fighter V, but I went to go play CVS2 with my Versus stick not too long ago, and that was thanks to the Brooks converter from the PS4 to the PS2. And you can shout out the Brooks guys for that. You can find that at Arcade Shock, who's one of our fantastic sponsors here. Check that out. If you really like CVS2 like I do, that's like a must.
Okay. So we seem to be getting a substitute stick in there. Somebody looks like he's going to be. Looks like BZERK's going to have to either deal with going on pad. Hopefully that won't be too much of a detriment to his game. All right, he seems to be content with it. All right, not a problem, not a problem. I said just want to keep this action going, ladies and gentlemen. But again, like I said, shout outs to everybody who is here right now, and also shout out to everybody watching.
Yeah.
I always say this, and again, you can go back to the archives and quote me on look. There are 1,001 places that you could be online at any given time, and you decided to spend some time with us this afternoon. So you know what? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I really appreciate it, honestly. And you guys, just like us, even though we're behind the desk in here and you guys are at home, you're a part of the scene just as much as us.
Exactly.
And I was a KOF spectator before I became a KOF player. I was a KOF player before I became a KOF commentator.
Hey man, again, like I said, you got to start somewhere.
And hey, you know, if you love the game, spectator or player, we're happy to have you. We're happy that you are here loving the game as much as we do. And I hope we get some more hype action for you in a second.
All right, like I said, and again, like I said, for anybody out there that's watching, if you want to follow either of us, again, you can hit me up on Twitter at AfroDynamic. Or if you really want to get my attention, simply use the hashtag, the voice shall be heard. That's been my battle cry for the last year.
Oh, wow, all right.
Yeah. You know, and like I said, a lot of people can go over there. Where can people find you online when they're looking for you, man?
You can find me at SammyFish11. You know, I talk about anything. Hit me up at any time. If I don't know the answer to your question, I will find it for you.
Boom.
And that way I know and you know.
All right, so again, that's education, and it's helping everybody. All right, so again, still seeing the issue here. Again, there must be something going on because we saw it earlier. The stick wasn't registering, and they tried to give him a pad, but now I don't know where ZERK. These in the background. I think he's trying to maybe borrow a stick from somebody.
Just borrow another stick.
Fair enough. That's it. You know, it's the whole reach one, teach one thing, man. That's why it's called community.
Yeah, actually, for the longest time, I didn't have a stick being able to be played on a PlayStation 4, and never did I ever have a problem getting a loaner from somebody else. The communities always just help me out through those moments where it's, you know, sometimes my stick broke, I don't got money to buy another one now. They got your back.
Hey man, like I said, what's the old expression? It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a whole community to get some games in. Plain and simple. All right, so now we have gotten everything going. Okay, so we got, again, like I said, OEP14KOF, OEP14KOF, going up against BZERK. All right. Nice. So what's going on? Okay. All right, so again, let's make sure we get all these buttons sorted out. Don't have any problems later, because this is the last place you want to deal with the button malfunction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you to Next Generation Gaming that has had all the button configs in the character select screen. That's
it's helped us out a lot.
It's the little things. It's the little things. Ooh, we get to see another big buff man, Ralph.
All right, so another Ralph is on deck.
But we got actually the first mature of the night.
I can't say it's the first mature. There was one that was up early.
Oh, in the previous polls. Yes. So second one, but first for me talking about it. First for me commentating it. These teams look eerily similar, but nonetheless, we're gonna get it started for you. So, big difference here is the Ralph. Ralph is, I think, the outlier in terms of if you want to look at character strength. Benny, Kula, Iori, all fantastic, strong characters. Ralph takes a little bit more work. Definitely takes a little bit of more patience, but when he gets the hit, oh boy, that's big muscle.
Okay, so getting right into the station. We got OP14. 14KOF going up against BZERK right now. BZERK going in with the cooler. A little bit of patience. I like this. Oh, man, just getting meaty on that one. All right. Man, I like that type of offense. Get in, get out. Don't want to give Kula any opportunity to bounce back. Sends out the tears.
Really like the approach here. Trying to keep it calm, waiting for his moment. Mature, a very safe character. Definitely, you don't have to overextend yourself if you don't want to. Makes her extremely strong in fireball games. Great. Her Rekka's hard to deal with. And BZERK is really just having a tough time trying to find an opening. Rather play that patient style and wait for that moment, but doesn't confirm off the low.
Yeah, there was an opportunity there. He just let slip by. Not go for the side. Like, always keeping it overhead. And right now, this is here. The thing I'm noticing from 14KO is that he's being remarkably patient.
Yeah.
All right, but man, just go for the super on that one.
Yeah, the next evolution of KOF players is definitely going to be those who can confirm off 2 hits instead of 3. I know we saw towards the beginning of the lifespan of the game, 3 hits was sort of the joke, you know, short max mode. But those people who can confirm off 2 hits into max mode or confirm 2 hits into a special, those are the people who are going to have a leg up because you're not always going to get that perfect 3-hit special.
Hey, so man, here's the thing, you know, it's basically one of those things where you have to like play it as it lies, basically. You can only get the 1 hit confirmed, rock with 1 hit. You get 2 hits, fine. If you want to get like really fancy, go really indefinite, run for the 3 hits. But again, the old expression, keep it simple, stupid, and just simply go in and get your offense run.
Yeah, that's definitely what we're getting here from the mature. It's definitely just been a lot of patient play, nothing crazy.
He said he hasn't overexerted himself. Really just let BZERK come to him, and you go. BZERK right now sitting on 4 meters with Ralph. Good use of the guard cancel blowback, but right now again, on general principle, about to do some serious damage. Okay? Have an opportunity, again, only goes to the regular, doesn't go for the EX, doesn't get information after it. Just like that, the slashes are enough. So again, OEP14 KOF is again comfortably. He's just like basically he is chilling his way into victory here.
Yeah, and I really have to commend Oaks KOF's or OEP14's his ability to recognize when to go in and when to go out. It's definitely something that you can see a lot from experienced players. They have the ability to dictate pace not only by going in but also by going out.
Right.
Sometimes momentum is thought about always, holding forward. It's definitely not the case. It's also about those moments where you pull back.
Yeah. So again, you have to definitely, the best part about it, the mark of a professional, in my opinion, is knowing when to do which. Just like that, OEP14 KOF with a calm, collected, smooth win over BZERK.
That was textbook, I think is the best way I can put it, is if you wanted to look at someone and say, this is how you're going to play mature, I'd link him to this video. I'd link him to this Twitch VOD. EVO 2017. This is what happened. On the main stage, it can be done here, it can be done at home, it can be done whenever.
Yeah, man. That's it. And again, the thing that blows my mind is he's simply so calm about this. He's not rushing, he's not going out of his way, he's not flipping out. He's just simply taking his time. And as much as we all love hype matches and everything, this is something that you really should appreciate.
There's hype, and then there's this sort of beauty that comes only in fighting games. Right. This sort of perfect storm of decision-making and comfortability and patience and aggression. It's something that is so hard to balance. It's like balancing a plate on a pin. And yet, we're seeing from OEP14 right here, he's been able to do it consistently. 4 characters in, onto the 5th, and it feels like there's no stopping it. This mature. It's honestly like, it's a thing of beauty, this mature play. It's the best way to put it.
I mean, again, she's like a sadistic Marilyn Monroe, so it works for me.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, good use of the Phantom there. Like I said, it's definitely throwback to the Ralph style. Okay, nice sweep. BZERK now having the life lead for the first time in this match. Okay, a little bit of hit stun there.
Just gonna roll back out.
Again, good guard cancel blowback. Trying to go for the jump in. Good use of the dive bomb. Make an excellent, continuum on that corner pressure. But again, here, it's still less than 30 seconds on time clock there. That will work against him. He's got to get over this hump right now.
All right, gonna cancel into the level 2. I like that. Get this Ralph out of here. Definitely, I'm a big advocate of spending it.
Yep.
Especially in KOF. Especially in KOF. Meter comes and goes. Life does not.
Okay, like gets the overhead with this, something like it. Sends out the tears. All right, not no meter to cancel into anything on that one, but still managed to get the 10 hits. Oh, Maxwell, but again, still so far away. And again, here, this is something that I have to call the BZERK out on. You have the max mode activated. You have enough meter. Throw out the EX Banamara Slash. It becomes a projectile at that point. You can close a little bit of distance, and he could have probably got the chip damage win on that one. But nonetheless, he let that bar burn out. Clock go down. Took too many hits. So again, 40 seconds left. He's going to get a good chunk of life back, but he could have gotten perfect.
But this is Benny, and we've said this is the king of 1 bar damage.
Oh yes.
And so that 3 over there means a lot more than it does to some other characters. All right, now a 4, and pretty much just needs 2 combos from here to get this Iori out of here. Yep. Get to that Benny mirror, so you can continue on. Okay, KOF playing so solid though. Catches him at that very end with that reverse slasher. Oh, it doesn't get the confirm. It was trying to get that command grab after the max mode. So it's really tight, actually. but definitely something that you have to do as a Benny player.
Trying to work his way through. Good air and air trade, I like that.
Oh, need to confirm off of those.
This is what we're talking about. This is the confirm. All right, just like that. It was unfortunate that his stick would not work, but not to speak against him, would that have helped? If he were to have his stick on there, would it have made that much of a difference going up against him? All right. All right.